So were you bored during lockdown? You fancy learning something on guitar? Or maybe lockdown's over now and we're all going back to a normal life and you need to learn the song Ain't Nobody for an upcoming gig. Well, keep watching because we're going to learn how to play it. So there are a load of different parts going on in this song, most of which are not the guitar, and everything seems to have its place in the mix. So when you learn this on guitar, you'll probably find that when you play it on its own, it doesn't sound that good on its own, but when you put it together with everything else, it sounds amazing. So I'm going to show you to play that. I might even look into a couple of the keyboard parts as well, in case you have to play this when there's no keyboard player in the band, then you have to play it. So let's get started with the intro. It's a couple of things. Start off with the easiest bit, which is the kind of like the chord parts that the keyboard player plays. We're doing this in the original key of E flat minor. A lot of guitarists like doing this in the key of E minor, but we're going to stick to the original key, which is E flat minor. So I've got this E flat minor chord here. I'm actually going to get rid of this bass note that I'm playing on the A string, and I'm going to keep my bar here because we're going to do this. So what I'm doing is I'm going from the chord using my second, third and fourth fingers, and I'm removing them, revealing the bar at the 6th fret. And the rhythm here is, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1. 1. 1. And that with the bass line underneath it, we're going to add the other keyboard part, which you'll probably want to play on guitar. So we're going to go to this E flat minor 7 shape. It's bar chord at the 6th fret. And we're going to play this. So what's happening here? There's a bunch of pull-offs going on here. I'm starting off with the B string, and I'm going to pull off to the 6th fret. So from 7 to 6. I'm going to go straight to the D string, which happens to be at the 8th fret. And my little finger is going to come down on the B string at the 9th fret. And the last little bit, another pull off here from that little finger, pulling off to the 6th fret and then playing the G string, which is going to be at the 6th fret as well. So when you put that all together, you get. And that's the famous Ain't Nobody riff. That's usually done on the keyboard, but if there's no keyboard in your band playing it, or if you just want to learn it, that's how you do it. So halfway through the verse, we get this distorted guitar part. So what's going on here? We're still in E flat minor, or it's a power chord, so it's not minor or major. So that's how we'd normally play a power chord. I'm going to get rid of the first finger and just have these two notes here. And I'm going to go from, these are currently on the 8th fret, I'm going to go between the 8th and the 6th fret. And going back to what I said earlier on, you can hear there that if you just play that on its own, it doesn't sound particularly impressive. But in the context of the whole song and the arrangement of all the instruments, that really works really well. So, as you heard on the demonstration part, you'll hear how it works with some of the other instruments, which I've just created on the loop pedal. So that's all that's happening there. It's just that kind of E flat power chord going down to a D flat, back up to E flat again. And again. And again, so this is on the E flat minor chord. Same thing, but on the B chord. I'm just naming the chords there, by the way, that are going on kind of underneath this part. Then it goes down to a B flat here, and it's sliding here again. Same idea. Getting rid of the first finger, so it's just going to be the third and fourth finger at the third fret, sliding up to the fourth, and then back up to the E flat again, into the chorus. So the chorus is going to be another example of where you play the guitar part, it's not going to sound particularly impressive. So it needs to be in the context of the arrangement of the other instruments as well. So I've still got my loop here. I'll play the loop and then I'll show you the guitar part. So what's happening here? So we're still in this 6th fret area, this E flat minor kind of shape, well, position, and we're going to play these 3 notes. So that's G string on the 6, then B string on the 7, and B string on the 9. Next time round it's going to go to the D string at the 8, G string at the 6, and then B string at the 7. So the first one's on 2 strings, the second one is on 3 strings. As I said, that on its own doesn't sound particularly impressive, but again, in the context of the arrangement of all the instruments, it works really well. Alright, so let's have a look at the middle 8. So, middle 8, those are kind of the chords in the background, but just like all the other parts, the guitar part is not going to sound that amazing on its own. So let me play it for you. Let me play what's going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1. 1. 1. And then does it a few more times before it goes back into the chorus. So there's 3 notes going on here. The first note we're going to play is this A flat, which is a D string, 6th fret. It's very kind of like a funky popping rhythm here. So it's kind of hard to explain it. You kind of need to feel the groove and then you'll be able to apply this. I guess if you're playing this live, no one's going to notice if you don't play it exactly correctly. So feel free to give it a go and just get in the right vibe of this part. So the other notes, we're going to go to the D string now. So G string on the same fret, on the 6th fret, and back to the D string at the 8th fret. So we're going to come in just after the 2, or sorry, just before the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So if you want to be really pinpoint accurate, we're coming in on the A of 1, 1E, and yeah. So all you drummers out there, if you understand drum speak, that will make sense to you. If it doesn't, just feel it. Just feel where this comes in. 1, 2. I'll do it slower actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1. So notice I'm adding a couple of these things, these little kind of ghost notes, if you want to call them that. Just a funk thing you want to do. So on the, I think it's the 3rd time, there's that famous, which, contrary to many guitarists I've heard play this, it only happens once in the whole song, let alone this section. So I think it's the third time. I'd have to kind of go through it again to see where it comes in or feel it. You kind of know where this comes in. But what's happening there is you're going to be on the G string and you're going to play from the 6th fret to the 8th fret. You're going to slide into the 8th fret. It's actually a separate guitar part. You can even hear the tone is different. It sounds like it might be a strat in the in one of the 2 or 4 positions. So it's a different tone. It's a separate guitar part. But if you're the only guitarist playing this, then feel free to add that in there as well. So that's how to play all the different sections to Ain't Nobody by Rufus and Chaka Khan. Amazing song. I remember hearing the song as a kid and absolutely fell in love with this song. Still amazing today. As I was listening to it for this video, I was just getting the same feels again. It's an amazing song. So if you want to learn it, that's how you do it. But as I said before, a lot of the guitar parts you're going to play, if you're going to play it in the same way, are going to be not particularly impressive on their own. So if you want to play along with the song, if you want to jam with the song, then feel free to do that, and it will sound fine. If you're in a band as well, it will sound fine. But if you're just playing this on its own, this isn't probably the best way to do it. You need to have a separate arrangement. You probably want to do it in a different key as well to make it easier to play, maybe E minor. Some bands will play this in E minor, by the way. So if you are learning this for a gig, make sure you find out what key they're doing it in. If it's E flat minor, then this is perfectly fine for that. If it's an E minor, you'll have to just move everything up a semitone. And I think you should be able to do that quite easily. I think everything is movable. So there you go. There is Ain't Nobody by Rufus and Chaka Khan. If you're learning this during lockdown, I hope you are not too bored. I hope this has made it a little bit easier for you. If it's after lockdown and you've got to learn this for a gig, I hope this has been helpful. Any questions, any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. And as always, please subscribe, like, comment and all that. And come and make friends on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And it'll be lovely to see you on there. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. For more content like this, for more guitar lessons and for more gear reviews, and I will see you in the next lesson, in the next video. Take care.